Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Captain America issue 698, and I really am interested in what they're doing with this Steve Rogers Frozen in Time part. They set up a pretty interesting premise right off the gate. I know that it was kind of, at some points, kind of feeling exposition-y, potentially, but they did it in a pretty good way, in my opinion, because Steve's been frozen again. He needs to be caught up to speed, so you kind of have to do that, set up what the status quo is and where we're going to be going. And this issue did a very good job of doing that. So we start off, and Steve's kind of discombobulated. He's just kind of coming out of it like, what the hell's going on? And we see this person, Liang, talking about how she had gotten what she thought was a Captain America statue, that it wasn't real. And she's very surprised when out of the back of the truck she had lost some people taking this. Captain America comes punching out and everything, and they're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy crap, you are him. And he's trying to get the lowdown on what's going on, but of course the rapid troops are coming through because it's unlawful to assemble like this, and they kind of go off to hide. But one of the people doesn't make it, and Steve tries to go out and help him, but he's still kind of weak from being frozen in ice. And it's funny how he's talking about it. It's like, yeah, I'm still kind of stiff from the ice. That's kind of how this works. That he keeps getting frozen and having to deal with this crap. It's kind of funny. So they hold him back, and he wants to go out and help, but he's pissed off. And like, don't ever do that to me again. But of course, Liang shoots back. Listen, soldier, I know you, but I'm not bowing down to you. I got people that I have to protect. And it's kind of interesting to see Liang go that route because she's got to protect her people as well. And then she starts going in for what's been happening. It started with the 40-minute war with the coordinated strike of nukes, and that most of the superheroes died trying to contain the radiation. And that, of course, this led to Ramparts taking up power and handing out like hazmats and treated water and everything, and pretty much suppressing and consolidating the power. And she's talking about how they got this king now, and how Steve's going, well, what about the federal government? What did they do? They were pretty much taking out the attacks, the power. King Babington is who is in charge now, Maximilian Babington, and that there's talks that because of the nuclear radiation and all that stuff, he has powers now too, and that the middle class is gone, and it's pretty much the upper tier that the king listens to, who call themselves America, that they took all that kind of stuff away from the people, in how it's just gone to crap since they're in DC. It's like, ooh, crap. Seeing all the different kind of things, seeing the landmarks and all that, he tries to go and tell her about like the Bill of Rights and how this kind of stuff isn't right, and that he can write it down from memory and all that. And she's like, yeah, we've heard of it. How long do you think you've been under? It's 2025. So if it goes along the rationale, and since we go a little bit further, it's like 7 years. It's like, well, that's a long time, but not a long time. And Steve's like, I really liked how they pulled that part off, because Steve is very surprised that it went that bad, that fast. And he's thinking, well, what are we going to do? Of course, we then cut into the sanctum for the king, and how the person who was on the watch duty is explaining to a dude that he's set everything in motion to recapture Rogers and all that. And he goes, all right, then go to the king. He goes, nobody really comes back from that. He goes, oh, don't worry. That doesn't sound like America, does it? He's like, fetch him up. And he, of course, relays this information to the king, who, by the way, I really like how we don't know what he looks like yet, and his guards have a very great design. I just like their armored look and how imposing and menacing they look. And he goes, all right, you set everything in motion? All right. And then he's like, oh, my king, please, no. And then he's killed, and we see the dude come in with the mop, and we see that the drones are going around, and this one dude's talking, these bunch of kids are talking, and he's like, oh, I can't believe that it's Captain America. My friend said that it's him. And of course, he's wearing a Captain America shirt. The drone sends on him and tries to take him out, but of course, Cap comes in and starts taking him out, and he goes, I hope you approve of me going in like this. And Liang's like, yeah, say kids and everything like that away from my guys. Sure. He's just whooping ass and taking names. And the kid wants a selfie with him because he's a fan of Cap. Cap's his hero. And he goes, hey, can I get a picture? He's like, yeah, do you promise to help others in need? And he's like, yep. He's like, all right, hurry then. And I know that seems kind of corny, it's kind of chintzy, but that's part of Cap's character. He will go out of his way to help people and to be that role model for people, even in those dark times. And he's pretty much rallying everyone up, saying, all right, now it's time to take back our country. And it's pretty cool. Set up, and it's like, all right, this is a good job of setting up what's going on, how Cap's got to go off. He's pretty much in a place where he has really none of his super allies at the moment, so he's going to have to go in like this is World War II. He's in enemy territory, and he's got to get as many allies as he can, like with Liang and the rest of the Resistance people and everything, and see what he can do. So I think this is a really good setup for this arc, and I'm really looking forward to what they're going to be doing with it, and what is going to change for Cap, and how he'll eventually get back to the present, because I don't know about you, but I would feel a lot safer with Cap having to help out with the Infinity Stones and what's going to be going on with that. So, we'll have to see what's going on. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.